Okay, I am speaking into the MXL BCD-1 microphone. This is a dynamic microphone. I am going to check it out against the trusty PreSonus PD-70. So let's check it out. This MXL BCD-1 microphone is extremely light. I can really get it to work on the Rode PSA-1 boom arm. I mean, I've used other microphones on that boom arm and never had to do any adjusting, so I just thought that, hey, if I have to go in and make adjustments, then I really didn't want to fool around with it. So now both microphones are on desktop mic stands. So here we go. The PD-70 and the MXL BCD-1. I am speaking into the MXL, the BCD-1 right now. And let me put on some headphones just so I can find out and know exactly what's going on. Testing 1, 2. Okay, so right now I am speaking into the BCD-1 MXL microphone. And let's go over to the PreSonus PD-70. And now I am speaking into the PreSonus PD-70. Again, both microphones are being fed into my Rode Rodecaster Pro, so all the processing is on. And throughout this test, I'm going to remove some processing as well, and then eventually all the processing. Let's take those off as well. Okay, let's go back over to the BCD-1. And now I am on the BCD-1. This microphone is, it sounds like it's a little louder than the PreSonus PD-70, but I also don't hear a lot of bass in this microphone as well. I do have the big bottom on, so it's going to be really interesting to see what this microphone sounds like without the big bottom. Let's go back over to the PD-70. And now I am on the PD-70, and this is what the PD-70 sounds like with all the processing on. This is my go-to microphone, so I use this microphone all the time. I use it to record my podcast with, and yeah, it's just a great microphone. This microphone goes for about $130, and let's go back over to the BCD-1. That's like a little tongue twister, the BCD-1 microphone. And now I am on the BCD-1 MXL microphone. This microphone goes for about $130 to $150, depending on where you get it from. But again, this is a pretty cool microphone. I do, with the right type of processing turned on, this microphone can sound really good. Let's go back over to the PreSonus PD-70. And now I am on the PreSonus PD-70. Again, this is my go-to microphone. I really like this microphone. And let's go over to the MXL BCD-1. And now I am on the MXL BCD-1. Now, let's do this. Let's start taking off some processing. The first thing I want to do is I want to take off the big bottom. Again, both microphones are being fed into the Rode Rodecaster Pro, so one of the processors or processes that they have is something called a big bottom. It's like a bass booster. So let's go ahead and take that off. Okay, so I am talking into the BCD-1. I have taken the big bottom off. Let's see what it sounds like with the big bottom on. Big bottom off, big bottom on. Let me know if you hear any difference. Big bottom on, big bottom off. Let's go over to the PD-70. And now I am on the PD-70. Let's see what the PD-70 sounds like with the bass bottom on. This is bass bottom on. Bass bottom off, let's see. And now this is the bass bottom off. Let's go back over to the BCD-1. And now I am back on the BCD-1 by MXL with no bass bottom. So let's go ahead and take off another processor. Let's do the high pass filter. Okay. So wow, that you can definitely hear the difference there now. Okay, I have the big bottom off and the high pass filter off. So let's go over to and I am speaking into the MXL BCD-1 microphone. Let's go over to the PreSonus PD-70. And now I am on the PreSonus PD-70. This is what everything sounds like with no high pass filter and big bottom on. And again, this is the PreSonus PD-70. So let's go back over to the BCD-1. That's like a little tongue twister sometimes, right? Over to the MXL. Let's do that. And now I am on the MXL BCD-1 Dynamic Broadcasting Microphone. Let's take off another bit of processing. Let's go with the, let's see here. Let's go with the noise gate. Okay, let's do the noise gate. Okay, now I am on the MXL BCD-1. I have no big bottom, no high pass filter, and I've just taken off the noise gate, and this is what everything sounds like. Let's go over to the PD-70. And now I am on the PD-70. Obviously, this has no big bottom, no high pass filter, and also no noise gate. Let's go over to the BCD-1. And now I am on the BCD-1. So now the final test, let's take off all the processing and see what happens. Okay, I am on, wow, I am on the MXL BCD-1 microphone, and I have absolutely no processing on, and this is being fed into the Rode Rodecaster Pro, and this is what it sounds like. So with no processing at all, absolutely no processing. So let's go over to the PreSonus PD-70. And now I am on the PD-70. This is what the PD-70 sounds like with no processing on. Let's go over to the BCD-1. And this is the BCD-1. This is what everything sounds like without any processing. Let's turn all the processing back on and just wrap this up really quickly. Okay, I am back. Had to turn everything back on. Now, all the processing is back on. I am speaking into the MXL BCD-1. This is a dynamic broadcasting microphone. Let's go over to the PreSonus PD-70. And now I am back on the PreSonus PD-70 microphone. Again, a dynamic microphone. This is a really cool microphone. I use this microphone all the time, as I said before. And we're going to go right back over to the MXL BCD-1 microphone. Okay, so there you have it. Let me just move the PD-70 out the way. And here we go. Back on the MXL BCD-1 microphone. Let's say that again. The MXL, lots of letters there, the M or acronyms, whatever you want to call them. MXL BCD-1 Dynamic Broadcasting Microphone. This is a pretty cool microphone. You can find this, on pretty much most retailers for between $130 to $150. Great microphone. It's a little light, so just make sure that you understand that. If you're using a boom arm, you will have to adjust it, or you can just go with something like this here, a desktop, microphone stand as well. That'll work as well. But again, just keep that in mind that this is a very light microphone. The Rode PSA-1 boom arm takes microphones between 1.5 to 2.5 pounds and didn't really work, really. I think what I'm going to do, just to give it like another sort of full test, is my next podcast, I will use this microphone to record. Well, there you have it. Until next time, peace.